It's 2025, and I believe textbooks are going to make a comeback. At least that's what I'm doing. It's been long since I graduated from university, it's been long since I left school, but I think a textbook on anthropology can help me more than watching a news channel right now. Because we're going through the information era where we just take small bits and pieces of information and base our conclusions on that. We don't do any deep research, or we don't read very extensively and deeply, because of which we form very narrow opinions and snap judgments. The beauty of going through an anthropology textbook is that anthropology deals with the study of human societies and behavior within human societies, and gives you a context of what kinds of behaviors appear in which society and for what reason. And when you have a very good idea of the macro structure in which a person lives, it won't be that hard to see why such a person evolves such beliefs. If someone grew up in North Korea, they're likely to have different beliefs than someone who grew up in Singapore or the United States or India. When we keep in mind these differences, these geographical differences, these cultural differences, and possibly genetic differences, we're placed to better understand people and where they come from. Because the news has made the world flat in a sense where you can access information across the globe. You can know what is happening in another country through the news reports. You're not fully conversant with the context in which those things are happening. Why do certain people in a certain area hold certain beliefs? This is something that will be better understood once you read anthropology. And the reason I'm choosing to favor this textbook over a video is that these books are written by people who have to give a lot of citations. In the academic world, you can't just throw anything up in the air and ask people to take your word for it. There are a lot of citations given, and when people put their reasons forward, they give supporting arguments. And very often, anthropologists accept that certain behaviors have theories as to why they take place, but still there is no concrete theory as to why that particular behavior manifests in a certain society. So they are humble, and they do admit that there is a lot to be discovered. If you're just trying to study human behavior through psychology videos on YouTube, you miss the whole context of how certain beliefs arise in certain cultures, because psychology mainly deals with the individual and rarely addresses the macro environment that the individual is a part of. So, if you'd like to improve your understanding of the human population in general, which will then translate to individual people, it's a good idea to spend some time reading something heavy like this. I might have hated this in school, but now I know the education that I have received is fragmented, it's not holistic, which is why I need to go back to reading a textbook like this and possibly expanding my areas of interest so that my knowledge can widen and my understanding can deepen. You have certain areas of interest, but if you choose to expand them and start learning about things that are not in your immediate area of interest, a whole new world will open up to you psychologically. So I hope you give that a try.